Don't miss Clownfish Studios' latest crowdfunder, Crimson Wren Volume 1 on Kickstarter and Indiegogo. Thaddeus Wendell's greatest treasure is out there, and it's up to young mage Crimson Wren and the crew of a rundown airship called the True North to find it. But will they find it in time? Crimson Wren of the True North is a race against the clock filled with action, adventure, comedy, and heart. This is a brand new manga-style graphic novel from Clownfish Studios. Go to crimsonwren.com or check it out on Indiegogo and Kickstarter. It ends on November 18th. That's November 18th. And now on with the video. Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Twitter and Elon Musk trolling Twitter, trolling users complaining about his $8 blue check proposition, trolling AOC, trolling everybody because it's his platform. He can do what he wants.
He's the chief twit.
He is the chief twit.
He's just doing to them what they do to everybody else.
That is true. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how Twitter is reportedly going to snap half of its workforce. That's actually less than what was rumored. The rumor was it was going to be 75%, which he might get around to that, but...
So here's what you do. You take over a company, you say you're going to get rid of 75%, let this rumor get out there. Then when you only get rid of 50%, it looks like you were doing everybody a favor and it was never as bad as they originally thought. So it makes you look better.
It's called managing expectations. So we're gonna talk about managed expectations. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 280, almost 281,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. Been talking a lot about Twitter this week because all hell broke loose. People said it would never, ever, ever happen. One man could never buy Twitter unless you're the richest man in the world, and you can buy whatever you want. And they're mad. They're very mad because Elon Musk has decided that he was going to bring a little bit of democracy to Twitter and be like, hey, everybody gets a blue check for $8.
Right, when you pay to play, and that's what they're pissed about.
Pay to play. So we're gonna talk a little bit more about that. First, we're gonna talk about these layoffs as he tries to get this company to be profitable. Because here's the thing: Twitter has been coasting off of smoke and mirrors and venture capital for years. I don't think it's ever really been profitable. It's always been kind of in startup phase, you know, and they were hoping one of these days somebody would come along and buy them out. They just really were hoping it wasn't going to be him.
Right. And the people on Twitter want someone to come spend all the money to buy Twitter or whatever, but let them have everything for free. Because, you know, they wanted to keep their free. And I hope they realize even running a company costs money.
Yeah, they don't understand that. People on Twitter don't understand how much it costs to actually run Twitter, especially.
But you should give it to them for free because they're them.
Because they're them. So Washington Post, of course, you know, they got to tie Elon Musk to Trump. Everything is about Trump.
That's so weird.
Musk's Trump-style management rattles Twitter workers awaiting layoffs. So we don't know who's getting snapped yet. Of course, immediately last weekend, he went in, fired the top brass. The word on the street was he was not going to give them a severance package because he fired them for cause, which is related to the court case, and they were apparently withholding evidence or manipulating numbers or something.
Well, what's funny to me, well, he posted a post about that on there too, but what's funny to me is they're like, well, when they thought he had to pay it, you're gonna have to pay $100 and some million. And I'm like, dude just paid $44 billion. I don't think $100 and some million is gonna be that big a deal.
Let me check the lint trap to see if I've got 144 million in here. Nope. Okay. So CNBC, Twitter reportedly ready to cut about 3,700 employees. Twitter insiders are expecting a 50% overall reduction in force, representing about 3,700 employees. Musk is expected to require employees once authorized to work remotely to now work out of Twitter offices and beyond San Francisco. In and beyond San Francisco, according to Bloomberg.
So they're going to have Twitter offices. The Twitter offices are throughout, or what?
Twitter, Texas, probably. Twitter, Texas. You watch. I don't think he is not happy with the state of California. He chose to move Tesla out of California because of the shutdown, and I would not be surprised if he isn't going to move Twitter to Texas and turn Twitter HQ into the largest homeless shelter, which he joked about.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll go that far, personally.
I don't know. So Twitter employees are expecting a 50% overall reduction in force after Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk took the reins of the social network last week. The newly minted CEO of Twitter is expected to require employees at the social network to go to work, go to the
not
office.
to work at home, yeah.
According to internal communications viewed by CNBC, Musk plans to meet with an inner circle of people advising him at Twitter to discuss the layoffs. Those invited included venture investor David Sachs, got the Boring Company president. That's one of his companies too. So they said they're going to have a meeting about who to lay off. People thought he was going to lay people off before November 1st to avoid, something to do with the stocks. That's not happening. But they have to bring up, he made Tesla workers come back to work in the office, and they didn't like it very much either. You know who else wants people who work for them to work in the office? Donald Trump.
And a lot of other companies.
A lot of other companies, but mostly Donald Trump.
But if we put Trump in front of, if they put a headline with Trump in it too, that just automatically connects you. That means that you're obviously like Trump. We made sure because we put it in the title.
So let's talk about things that are more fun. Musk is having a hell of a good time with Twitter, even though we're talking about a lot of people potentially losing their jobs. I guess if you call them jobs, I don't know. I think it looked like vacation for a lot of
Why
these.
are they all running this with? He tried to troll AOC, but it backfired. Not really.
No, it didn't.
It really didn't, because her comeback was, it was dumb. It was dumb. Basically, she was going on about half the people have to pay $8. Now, listen, again, Twitter's still free. If you want the blue check and some extra features, you pay $8. You don't have to. You can still use Twitter for free. No one's taking free Twitter away from anyone, even though most companies don't give you services for free. You still have to pay for like internet and phone and everything else. There's a lot of other services out there you have to pay for. But they're still giving it to you for free, just $8 for an advanced. Same as what Twitter Blue was before, but $3 more and then some more features.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Oh, I'm going to learn you." And so he went and found one of her merchandise pieces and circled it. It was $58 for a sweatshirt. That's what this is about.
Yeah. So she's like, LMAO at a billionaire earnestly trying to sell people on the idea that free speech is actually $8 a month.
This has nothing to do with free speech, AOC. You still have you're still allowed to post what you want. But why do you keep saying that this is not free speech? You know what I mean? It hasn't been free speech on Twitter for a long time. At least not the last 4 or 5 years.
And now it's literally going to cost you.
Yeah. Well, no, it doesn't cost you for free speech. You can still say whatever you want and not have a blue check. So that's complete flat out lie.
But I don't have to listen to the people who don't pay for it.
You don't have to listen to people who pay for it either.
That's true. You don't have to be here. You don't have to use Twitter. I like how it responds. Your feedback is appreciated. Now pay $8. Pay $8.
Well, I mean, it's like, just having the blue check doesn't mean, it just means, you're not talking to a real damn person. They're just mad because all their bots and the fake accounts, they'll pay more than $8 a month for fake accounts to boost their posts. That's fine.
Yeah. So I would love to know how much celebrities have paid PR firms, advertising agencies, etc., to boost their profiles.
How much did it cost ND Stevenson to have a new Twitter account after she got picked up with a book deal where she went from like 300 followers to like thousands of followers within a couple weeks?
Oh, we're not allowed to say that. Yeah, you'll find out that there are a lot of people on Twitter that had a bit of an artificial boost because it was very easy to boost people on Twitter, and the reason that a lot of people made Twitter their primary platform was because it was the easiest one to cheat.
Yes, but they'll pay more than $8 a month to cheat. But paying $8 a month to say you're verified means you're not getting free speech, which is absolutely stupid. So he put the sweatshirt up, and then she's like, "My workers are union, have full health care and benefits like childcare help, and everyone is paid a living wage. I guarantee you the Tesla people and people with Twitter have been getting paid pretty well too."
The ones that are left.
Yeah. Proceeds, ones that show up to work.
Yeah.
Proceeds go to community acts like tutoring underserved kids. Right, because Elon Musk never gives money to charity, which we'll talk about in a minute. You're a union buster with an ego problem with pockets that change from underpaying and mistreated people. Pockets that change. You're allowed to fucking be on Twitter for free. Why don't you go worry about cow farts, AOC? I don't know what to tell you.
So let me... The only people that can afford a Tesla are people like AOC, who I thought at one point in time had a Tesla and loved the Tesla because it was a green car. And they loved him. They loved Elon Musk 5 years ago. Because he was all on board with...
Until he started calling out their bullshit. But he calls out everybody's bullshit across the board. It's not just one side.
Yeah, it is. And that's, the video I did yesterday. I said, some people are going to be very disappointed that he's not going to do a 180 on Twitter. He's going to try to lay down some sensible rules, I think.
I don't know. See, I don't really like Elon Musk either. I think he's kind of a douche. I haven't liked him very much for a long time. I mean, I think he does some pretty amazing things, even though I don't think he's that, awesome. But that also doesn't change the fact that I don't think he's deserving the shit he's getting over the $8 fee that you do not have to pay. And if I have to hear one more time, free speech, I don't effing want to hear it. There hasn't been free speech on Twitter for a while.
I think we're going to have freer speech, but it's going to come at the price of $8 a month.
Right. Well,
to drive off
it's still
the
free.
freaking weirdos.
It's still free, but you can pay if you want to. And the celebs are pissed because they don't have to pay for it. But I'm like, they're mad because they feel like, well, we'll talk about you said it makes them less special.
Yeah, that has come up. But speaking of Elon Musk, before we get into this any further, because everybody's like, well, he should just give all his money away.
We keep seeing that.
He did. He actually gave $6 billion away last year. Didn't they say that to end?
It was this year. Last year.
Last year.
You're right.
Last
November.
Last year. Yeah, $6 billion worth of Tesla shares. Now, somebody said it would only cost like $6 billion to solve world hunger.
Oh, and they keep running with that. They all keep posting that same stupid thing. Like, how it only cost $6 billion to end world hunger? We would have done it globally by now.
One of the biggest donations in history. $6 billion.
Almost, yeah.
To try to feed the hungry. I think it's just like, what the hell else do you want? Yeah,
but he should spend $6 billion on ending world hunger. $6 billion given to charity. Now, granted, it was a tax write-off.
Yeah.
But still, $6 billion was given. None of them mention that. They keep repeating the same stupid.
Yeah, I know, right? So he put the sweater up, and they put his Tesla merch up, and they mentioned his Tesla merch cost more, but it actually was kind of a cell phone because a lot of Tesla stuff was sold out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So one guy's business plan for a $44 billion over-leveraged purchase is apparently to run around and individually ask people for $8. Remember that next time you question yourself for your qualifications.
Well,
she owned him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm a bartender.
This is why he has $44 billion to blow on Twitter. Yeah. This is basically the attitude. I'm like, $8 is a very reasonable amount of money to make Twitter usable and profitable, so it continues to exist.
They just don't understand, though, that you cannot run a company. All these people, they just can't understand this. The same with like all their SJW, which I hate using that term, but the social justice warrior agenda stuff they keep putting in movies and TV shows that fail miserably. You can only do it so long. You have to make money. You cannot make money. You cannot stay in business. It's not that hard a concept.
Yes, it is. It's capitalism.
They don't get free at other services. They don't get their phone for free, their TV for free. There's a whole bunch of other platforms out there that will do free. You have to sit through ads, but if you want special perks, you have to pay for them.
So people are out there saying that...
it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, people are. It's the principle of the thing. This is what it's about, right? And he retweeted this. The entitled elite is not mad that they have to pay $8 a month. They're mad that anyone can pay.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what this is about, including AOC.
That is half of a Netflix subscription, and these people are addicted to Twitter. They're absolutely going to pay it, and people might come back to the platform if they have somewhat of a guarantee that if you pay that $8 a month, you're going to get a usable, somewhat pleasant experience that you can curate better and not have a bunch of freaking randos. The reason Twitter, I personally think, is full with so many crazies is there's no verification and anybody can use it. And that's why they've got so many bot accounts. You can create 50 freaking Twitter accounts off of one email address. And that's it, and people do it. They do it. So this is really going to, weed out the bots, weed out the spam accounts.
If they hate it so much, just leave.
Just leave. Go start.
That's what I told everybody else. When anything else came into play and they started enacting different things, that people were like, wait, what? If you don't like it, it's a private company. They can do what they want. Just leave.
Yes, that is true. Musk said this hits the target. Let's remember that Elon Musk charging $8 a month for premium Twitter A premium Twitter experience means Twitter becomes the product again, not you. $8 is too much. You're free to remain as the product. That is literally every online service, and again, these people, bitch about this, but they'll pay more than that for a freaking coffee.
That was in response to people saying that we're the product, we're Twitter, because some celebrities were like, well, celebrities like me are why you come here anyway. Why should I have to pay? And that was kind of response to that behavior.
Yeah. So much for free speech. You can still use Twitter for free without the benefits. Angry. Twitter is simply the most interesting place on the internet. That's why you're reading this tweet right now. Being attacked by both right and left simultaneously is a good sign.
We used to get attacked by everybody. It was funny.
We still do.
Yeah.
I had people get pissed off. I did a video yesterday talking about how he was kind of walking back, because people thought he was going to buy Twitter and turn it into 4chan. And I said, no, he still has to charge for this service. He still has to comply with the law, and he still has to make it profitable, meaning he has advertisers, he has to make happy, et cetera, et cetera. It's going to be freer. It's probably going to be a better experience for most people. But if you're expecting a free-for-all, that's not going to happen. It's not suddenly going to become this, right-wing, parlor type.
I don't want it to anyway. I want to go back to center.
I just want it to roll back like 10 years.
Somehow, for many, many years, we've been alt-right Yahtzees and liberal snowflakes at the same time, depending on who you ask any given day.
Yeah, so it's going to be really interesting to see, how this plays out long term. I'm telling you right now, everybody's going to bitch and moan because they were convinced. They were convinced that he wasn't going to be able to pull it off. They were convinced it wasn't going to happen. They were convinced they had Twitter locked down. It's not even like, a bunch of people having a say in Twitter. It's literally one person basically being in charge of the whole thing. Now he's got people he's talked to, whatever, and they can't stand that because he is a wrong thinker. Now, if it was Bill Gates, I think they'd probably be okay with it.
Well, that's it. They think it's somebody that's on quote unquote their side. Then they're mad or they're happy about it, whatever. And the same, I think that goes for both sides, honestly. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest. We're in the middle.
That's true.
And it's like, I think there's a lot of times I see this in both sides. I see it all the time. And it's like, for example, people are like going on, I mentioned this before, but it always makes me laugh so hard. When I see people like, oh, they're so obsessed with Biden or Bernie Sanders, and then they're obsessed with Trump. And it's like, or the other vice versa. They're like, oh, those Trump thumpers. They think Trump's like their new celebrity god. And then like, oh my God, Bernie Sanders is in town. I can't wait to go. I have to buy a shirt. And I'm just sitting there like, are you effing kidding me? You're the same damn thing. One coin, different sides, same coin.
It's tribalism. And this, look, the rest of the country is getting freaking tired of the bullshit. I personally would be happy if Twitter just went back to what it was 10 years ago. If you don't like people, you don't like certain opinions, whatever, don't follow those people, don't interact with those people. And I think people being verified, even if they have to pay, that's going to make the experience a lot better for users because you can be like, oh yeah, this isn't even a real account because it's not verified. I have no proof this is a real person. And I'll just be like, I don't have to listen to you. You're not real.
Exactly.
So
that's
anyway,
what they're mad about.
That's what they're mad about. You're not.
How much do they pay for all those fake accounts, fake people, fake promoting of these and paying these accounts to promote them? More than $8 a month.
It's going to be really interesting to see what happens. Now, people have said that they've been losing account or followers all of a sudden. If they really dig into the code and get rid of any suspicious accounts, whatever, that are bot accounts, and start to see the numbers of these celebrities drop.
Upside, if they're worried about the damage to the environment by the internet and by like crypto and all that stuff, eliminating the fake accounts will help the environment.
Absolutely.
So it's a win, people.
Twitter does more damage than a lot of NFTs.
You were all yelling about crypto and NFTs, but look, if we get rid of all the fake accounts, how many trees is that going to save?
You like trees, right? You like wood, right? Everybody likes wood. Gonna wrap.
They like Brie Larson.
Gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.